Okay guys, Kelly commentates here. Today we're doing something a little different. This is time for a retro rewind. Today we're going to watch Brian Boitano's marvelous long program from the 1988 Budapest, Hungary World Championships. Now this is actually the first time I'll ever be seeing this program. I of course know the name Brian Boitano, but I haven't ever seen his programs. Just from the very beginning, I really like his costume here, that dark navy with the gold stitching. He does skate to, I believe, Silent Movie Napoleon. I love the buttons on his uniform.
He won the short program with a flawless performance. He has said he would try for the quadruple toe loop. Kurt Browning of Canada has landed the first ever in competition earlier in this competition.
And from the very beginning, you can tell he just glides very seamlessly across the ice, looking like he's going to open up with a jump.
Opening move is a variation on a triple Lutz called a Tano triple. Watch, his arm goes over his head. Perfect.
Triple Lutz. Nice and big. You could tell he could have definitely done a quad Lutz, but at this time, quads were, I don't even think, really being done. At least not to the extent they are nowadays.
Brian Boitano's quadruple attempt. And he 2 puts it and steps out of it.
Okay, that was a triple toe. It looked like a single loop, so a triple toe loop. He's using his arms a lot in this program to kind of give off like that infantry, military type vibe. Very regal, I would say. Triple flip, beautiful. I love how fast he is coming out of the jumps, getting right into a camel spin, holding that position really nicely. You can see here back then, they didn't do as many combination spins. So you weren't really putting together so many, you were more just showing the beauty of that spin. Wow, did you see the height on that going into that spin? That was a beautiful move. I'm sure that like someone like Brian, if he were skating in today's times, I'm sure he would have been able to get the quads and, been competitive. So just because this is a lot easier of a program than would be done today doesn't mean that he had any less talent than the men of today. And it's actually kind of cool to see such a retro Olympics. Triple flip, triple toe. Beautiful height on those jumps. Nice flow coming out. He's truly a magnificent skater, and it's wonderful to see him here. Again, really holding the lines that he's creating. He almost reminds me of like a toy soldier or something. Very expressive. Brian does not seem to shy away. Okay, getting some combinations here. But again, like even the revolutions, that was like 2 revolutions on the last part of that spin. So I don't know what level that would even be in today's time. Maybe a level 2. If we were applying today's judging to then. There's a lot more time in these programs, or at least in this program. Like the men of today are cramming so much in, where I feel like Brian has time to actually almost like showboat. Unfortunately, popping his planned triple axel right there. Okay, triple loop. Probably not his best jump, I would say, but still very nicely done. And again, I love Brian's commitment to this program. I think it's really evident that he's fully invested in the success of his programs. Oh, that's a beautiful move right there. Oh, I love that. With his arms above his head. Okay, amping it up here. Are we getting into our step sequence, Brian? Getting good flow across the ice. I love how he keeps up his speed. It appears he's going into his last jumping combination here. Triple Lutz, double toe, beautifully done. His arms over his head. Difficult entry into his spin. Doing the scratch spin. Love it. Look how excited he is. You can tell he really was pleased with this program, doing a great job here. This is the last World Championships where skaters actually had 3 segments of a competition. Today we just have the short program and the long program, but back then they had what are called compulsory figures, or CF. And those were like patterns and different moves on the ice that skaters would have to show, and everyone would do the same patterns so that they could be judged on like an equal playing field, so to speak. Dick Button was one of the commentators at this time, and he would give very good pointers and tips and insider information into skating. So it was always nice to watch and listen to his commentary, himself being an Olympic champion as well. Okay, here's the kiss and cry. I like how simple the kiss and cry was back then. So he's going to get 2 sets of scores, technical merit and artistic impression. So they're going to be out of a 6.0. So you can see here, he got a lot of 6.9s. Right here, we have Brian Orser, the current famous coach of Canada. He, as you can see here, was second in the short program, but it looks like Brian Boitano of the U.S. may be trying to come out on top here. Spoiler alert, Brian Boitano is going to win his world title here and the Olympics. This was super fun. Did you enjoy watching a retro rewind? What are some other programs that are older that you would like me to rewatch? Thank you so much for watching. Over and out. This is Kelly Commentates.